We are going to, oh good, it worked. Yes. All right. So I am streaming this live on YouTube, which is a first for us. It's a first for me. So learning and stretching and growing. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's a lot of customers. We have 50 people. Oh, okay, hang on.
All right. So I am streaming this live on YouTube.
Okay. It does. Now that's something I learned. When it goes live on YouTube, the audio goes live. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Hey, Lori. I see you guys coming in. So I am putting this live on YouTube, so it is very easy for you and also our customers to be able to see the content very seamlessly. So that is my hope, because sometimes we go about 45 minutes to an hour, and I don't want you guys to have to bother with getting links to people and all of that. So we'll just do a very simple YouTube link. And that is my wish and my hope that that is going to work. So welcome to makeup class. I have gone all day long with no makeup on. I've gone to Target. I went to Michael's. I had somebody ask me, have you guys had this? Somebody ask you when you don't wear foundation and they say, do you feel okay? I'm like, what the heck? I feel awesome. Thanks for asking, because I literally had nothing on my skin. Hi, Tracy. There's a bunch of people still coming into the room. Hi, Karen. How are you? All right. So tonight we have about 56 people that are registered. So we are live on YouTube as well. So you guys will be able to get that link and just share this with your customers. So what do we do? What are we all doing here? So we have been hosting a makeup class once a month with a different theme to help you and your customers just kind of get your feet wet and try new makeup techniques. And it's a really great way that we can come together just as regular, everyday, powerful women and just learn some new stuff. I am not a makeup artist. I am a regular everyday. I used to say I'm just a regular everyday, but I'm not. I don't think any of us should say that. All of us are amazing in our own way, but I'm just a regular everyday woman. I am going to be 49 in September. And I noticed that once I hit about 44, my skin needed to do something a little bit different. My makeup wasn't applying as it should be applying. The products that I was using weren't very great. My 21-year-old daughter, I thought, okay, if we used to use the same foundation or the same line, it just didn't work for me. And so I'm assuming that that is the same for you. So we are totally open to questions. We're giving away some prizes tonight for everybody, both brand ambassadors and customers alike. So I want you guys to be active in the chat. I want you guys to ask questions, and I want you guys to do all of the things, okay? Isn't this so cute? I found this today at TJ Maxx. So fun. All right, so first of all, I want you guys to let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. This is going to be our first giveaway, just to get your fingers warmed up and all of the things. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What's the weather there? Is it sunny? Are you having a good day? Start the chat comment, and we are going to give away a little prize. From Arkansas, April, that's so great. From Canada, Miss Cindy. From Florida, Sue. Florida, are you guys humid yet? Tanya, Memphis, I need to get there. Joanne, nice sun after the gloom this morning. I live in the same town as Joanne. It was so gloomy this morning. Philadelphia, Tracy, Northport, Florida, Christine, yes. Always humid, right? Bartlett, Tennessee, it's cold. It's cold. What the heck, Holly? What the heck? You guys thought you guys were warm. Eleanor, Menifee. Oh, Menifee, that's up north, isn't it, Eleanor? That is, I have a lot of family in Modesto up there. It's miserable here, Cindy. Okay, you are so funny. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scroll. I'm going to shut my eyes, and the finger that I land on is the one that we're going to win, okay? So what we're going to win the first go around are these super cute heart earrings. Aren't those so fun? Aren't those so cute? I know, I love them, right? So cute. Okay. All right, scrolling. Okay, Miss Karen McKillen, where are you, Karen? Oh, there you are. Awesome. Okay, Karen, let me know. Remember, I'm going to write you down. So whoever invited you, let them know. If you're coming from my link, message me your address, all of that stuff. So I love those earrings. Okay, Karen McKillen, let me put this all on my paper. Okay, perfect. All right, so first things first, we're going to concentrate on foundation tonight. Hi, Summer, I just saw you pop in. We're going to concentrate on foundation tonight, and I want to, I'm going to just verbally walk you through what my skin prep was, because I needed to give my skin a chance to really absorb all of the ingredients. When we are over 40, it is so important, ladies, that we are prepping our skin for our foundation. If you don't do that, you can end up with patchiness. You can end up, because dryness on our face, because as our hormones start to change, sweet baby Jesus, our skin wax out, right? Some places are oily, some places are dry, some places are peeling, some places have acne. I mean, it's like literally the most ridiculous thing ever. So what you want to do is I want to be sure that you guys are prepping. So what I did first is I did a custom serum on my entire face. I let that soak in. I did an under eye cream. So this under eye cream has caffeine and sodium hyaluronate. I did that all underneath my eyes. That I call the danger zone. I always say, right here is where Tom Cruise lives. This is the danger zone. If you guys watch any of my stuff, that's always what I say. You want to be sure that this is really hydrated. Side note about Zoom, because I just got a separate private message. If you guys are using Zoom for the first time and you are having a hard time seeing me, in the upper right-hand corner where it says view, if you change that to speaker view, it will be just my face in your screen and you won't see everybody else's. Everyone else's will be at the top. So you can kind of see a little bit closer up. The next thing that I did after the custom serum and the eye cream is I did a custom moisturizer on my entire face, and I let this kind of soak in. When I'm going to do my makeup in the morning, I'll do this as I'm having coffee, I'm eating breakfast, whatever, let it all soak in. This is actually what I did today, and then I went and ran errands. Now, if you are extra dehydrated during the day, or you have noticed that underneath your eyes are looking very dry and crepey, you can add a tiny bit, now tiny, okay, tiny bit of this beauty oil. I'm talking about a half of a drop underneath your eyes, tap it in, really let it soak in. This beauty oil, I use about a half of a dropper on my entire face and neck at night before I go to bed. It has squalane and CoQ10. It's amazing for any skin that is over about 45. It's amazing. But during the day, you don't want it to be too oily on your face, but it is a really good hydration if you're feeling a little bit extra dry. Okay. So you're going to let that all soak in. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys, I have an errand to run after this too. So this is going to be very comical. I'm going to split my face down the middle. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys what the difference is going to be with correct ways to do this when you are over 40 and ways that you might have done it when you're 20 or your granddaughter or your daughter might have done it. Okay. So one side is going to be correct. And I will tell you as we go along, one side is going to be incorrect. On your correct side, we are going to start with a primer. Now, a lot of people will say, I don't have time to use a primer. I don't want to use a primer. I've used a primer in the past and it pilled on me. Have you guys ever used a primer where you put your makeup on later, or you may rub your face and you notice that it pills like around your eyes, gets those little like soft ball things, for lack of a better word, right? Actually, let me put this on while I'm talking to you guys because I want to make sure. You want to use just one little squirt of that, okay? And I'm going to talk to you after, hang on a second, because I want this to set up as I'm talking to you about pilling. You're going to put it on your entire face, okay? You want to let your primer dry down for about 1 to 2 minutes, all right? It's not going to be completely dry. You're going to notice that when you touch it, it's a little bit tacky. So with your primer, the reason why we want to do this is because for a couple of reasons. It's like a Pandora's box. You're going to use less product. As a mature woman, we want to keep our products a little bit more minimal because too much product is going to build up on the skin. It's going to get into our fine lines and wrinkles. When you have a wrinkle, our wrinkles go like this, right? Think of that as like on a magnifying glass of our wrinkles. When more junk gets in that wrinkle, it spreads the wrinkle out and it makes the appearance of wrinkles look bigger, right? So there is no getting rid of our wrinkles. I'm actually a fan of wrinkles. It means that we've lived a joyful, amazing, strong, kick-ass life. And that's okay. Like all of this is okay. It's texture. It's like normalized texture. It's what it is. But we want to make sure that we're moving forward with the best foot we can and what we have. Okay. So what you want to do is I want to make sure that you guys are putting your primer everywhere. Underneath your eye, make sure that you're really tapping it in underneath your eye. Stretch out your eye like this. We're going to be doing that a lot, and you're going to press it in there because you want to make sure that you're getting in all the nooks and crannies. Same around your mouth. Our mouth moves a lot. Our eyes move a lot. My mouth moves a lot. My husband tells me that all the time. And when your makeup is moving around our mouth, especially, you want all of that makeup to stay. So you're going to let that all set. We're going to get that on there. On this side, we are not going to apply any primer. I probably shouldn't have applied skincare to this side, but it's just habit, and I already did. So that is what it is. So you're going to use less makeup product. It's going to decrease the appearance of your fine lines and wrinkles, and your makeup is not going to soak into your skin. So have you ever had a situation where, I love the beauty oil too, Shelly, I just saw your comment. Have you guys had a situation where you put your makeup on and you feel like your makeup, like your face ate your makeup? It's soaked into your skin. All of a sudden you look into your mirror and you're like, where did my blush and my foundation, where did all of that stuff go? And it's because you're not priming your skin. Your skin will literally absorb that. It sloughs off. It comes off very easy. So a primer and a setting product at the end are two very important steps, okay? All right, so we're gonna let this set for a second. We're gonna let it do its thing. On this side, I'm going to apply a powder, and it's going to scare the bejesus out of me, but I'm going to do it, okay? Real quick, the pilling situation before I apply this, because I just had this thought in my head. If you are applying a primer that is like a hydration primer, this is the one that I love and use. I recommend to all of my clients. There is also a mattifying primer that we have if you tend to have more oily skin. In my opinion, as a previous aesthetics nurse, I was a skincare nurse for 13 years. I don't like to put a lot of my more mature clients in a mattifying primer. And the reason why is because I find that it tends to dry out the look of the skin. And I would rather solve the oil problem that you're having than just kind of cover up the oil with a mattifying primer. And what is going to tend to happen is you're going to have more pilling around the eyes, okay? So, but with that being said, if you have let your primer dry down and you're still getting pilling, or you've put on your foundation and you notice that it's breaking up. Have you guys ever had that before where it breaks up? If it's breaking up, that means your primer and your foundation are not compatible. What does that mean? Like, it's science, right? What the heck does that mean? That just means that one is more water-based, one is more oil-based, or one is more silicone-based. So the mattifying primer and the hydration primer are both water-based primers. So you're okay. But if you're using a different brand, or you're using maybe, if you guys have been a client or a brand ambassador for a while, you know that we used to have a primer called Glorious, and it was glorious. It was beautiful, but it was a silicone-based primer, which it's like oil and water, you guys. It's not going to blend in. So that one tends to react to more foundations, okay? I know that was like a lot of science and a lot going in, but that's what it is. That is what it is. Okay, let's do another giveaway as I'm putting this powder on. And I want you to tell me one thing that you were grateful for today. And this person is going to win a $25 gift credit, okay? I'm going on this side. Oh my God, this is terrible. Okay, so tell me what you're grateful for in the comments. Oh, Summer, I love you. Summer, I seriously love you. Thank you for that so much. I am a huge believer of gratitude, you guys. Gratitude makes the world go round. Grateful for your health. Yes, April. Yes, yes, yes. Eleanor, that you had the day off and your foundation came. Yes, Queen. I love that. I got a side gig being a nanny one day a week for oh my gosh, Joanne, congratulations. That is so awesome. Your garden, Alicia. Alicia, what are you growing? Managing my work for a full year at my current job. Irene, because you're a boss. I love it. My family and a job that cares for us. Yes, Holly. Not traveling, Christine. Christine, you have had the travel just story from HE double hockey sticks. Your granddaughter, Tracy, how old is your granddaughter? You guys, I cannot believe I'm putting this powder on my face. Oh, this is going to be such a good visual for you guys. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. She's 4. Oh, I love that. I love that. I don't want to, I say that I'm excited for the grandbaby stage. I am far off. I have a 21-year-old daughter and 19-year-old boys, but it is like that's the next stage for us. And it's crazy. It's so crazy. I love that. I love that. Okay, let me pick a for your mother-in-law, Stephanie. Stephanie, that's really good to hear because not a lot of people are grateful for their mother-in-law. I love that. Shelly, is that you? You should be grateful for your mother-in-law. Shelly's like the best. Oh, she's not. Shelly's like, no. That's so funny. You have 6 grandbabies, Christine. I love that. I love that. Okay, let me close my eyes and pick real quick. Hang on 1 second. Okay, Sue Schultz, healthy lifestyle. Sue, Miss Sue, where are you? All right, Miss Sue, I'm going to $25 Y cash credit. So I am going to write you down. Congratulations. And for everybody that is a brand ambassador within this, and if you have customers that are coming to this, be sure that you are reaching out and letting me know that that was your customer so I can make sure that it goes to the appropriate person, okay? And so the way the credits work is the person that invited you here will, you reach out to them, they will do the ordering for you and I will get the credit to them. So it is super easy, okay? All right, so we have applied Powder Foundation. Now Powder Foundation is incredibly, Christine, I saw that, thank you. Powder Foundation is incredibly popular with a younger population, okay? And it's something that maybe our moms or our grandmas have always taught us to keep a powder in our purse to, you know, powder our nose, right? If we get oily or shiny. Powder Foundation is a beautiful, amazing, crazy, amazing product for younger women. It is not for us, you guys. It is not for us. I carry a powder in my purse with the little sponge that comes with it, only for my nose. Only for my nose. And I'm going to show you why. Okay. So when you open the powder compact, a little sponge comes out. That's exactly how I carry it. I will use it just to powder my nose, maybe my T-zone area or my chin. That's it. But it has sodium hyaluronate in it. So it is a hydrating powder technically, but I want you guys to see something and I hope you can see up close. So I have put the Powder Foundation on my face. It's terrible. Okay. It's terrible. It's terrible, you guys. If you notice, like we're just getting all vulnerable up in here. If you notice around my lips for my vertical lip lines, it is settling in my lips. It looks horrid. It's drying out my skin. It's actually accentuating my pores around my nose and sweet baby Jesus, my eyes. Looks like I could pack a bag like and go to freaking Tahiti for a month. Okay. Not a good option. Okay. So don't use the powder on your face. Now let's do the other side. Save me. Save me. All right. So the other 2 foundations that I recommend for women that are over 40 are a Serum Plus foundation, which we are going to apply today, or a stick foundation, which I'm going to do a little bit of contouring and show you guys how to do that with a stick foundation. The Serum Plus foundation, you can use it technically, with the ingredients in it, you can use it without a primer, and that is absolutely okay. But with the hydration components in the primer that I used, I'm a fan of primer anyway, okay? You want to be sure that you are shaking it. And the reason for this is because I want you to visualize this is half skincare in here and half pigmentation. So we want to be sure that we're shaking it to activate it, okay? You're going to need a flat top kabuki brush. That is the easiest. Now you can apply it with a sponge if you want, but honestly, I think a brush does much better, especially for more mature skin, okay? Then you're going to unscrew this, and we are literally going to use a few drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? 5 drops, and that might even be a little bit too much. Flat top brush, you're going to kind of dance in that makeup on top of your hand. Wash your hands afterwards. So it's all on the bristles. Then you are going to start to dab this onto your skin in a pull down motion, okay? And we are going to avoid the under eyes. So I hope you guys can see that I'm avoiding the under eyes. And you're going to pull that color down past your jaw, okay? This side I didn't, I just did just to the jaw. Okay. Now, you might have noticed I am not doing any kind of swirl buff tap business. This, okay? Send my grandson to Pollo Loco to get dinner. They're out of chicken. Okay, that is so weird that El Pollo Loco is out of chicken. You know what? The universe probably just saved you, Pam, because something's probably wrong with the chicken from working in the restaurant business. And they're like, nope, we're out of chicken. Go somewhere else. Go to Taco Bell. You're good. You just got saved a night. I had food poisoning last week from romaine lettuce of all things. So I'm very sensitive to that right now. So steer clear from the chicken from El Pollo Loco. Okay. So I tapped this in. I want you guys, let me make sure my light's all the way up. 1 second, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I want to make sure that you guys can really see. So on this side already, guys, we're looking 10 times better. Don't swirl your foundation if you're using a liquid-based foundation. That's going to make swirl marks in your skin. You just want to be sure that you're tapping it into the skin, pressing into the skin. The whole goal of this is you're making your foundation look one with your skin. You're going to stay away from underneath your eyes. When we get product build up underneath our eyes and we start to get creasing concealer, most times it's because we have way too much product underneath the eyes. One, number two, we haven't prepped our skin. Now, is under eye wrinkles and all of the things a thing for us? Yes, it is. And that's okay. But remember, we are just putting this on as appropriately as we can. So the texture on this side, you can tell on my pores on my nose, they are not accentuated. On this side, oh gosh, it looks like the moon. Okay. The moon, no moon, pressed in. Okay. So we're going to press all of that in. Now let's move on to, and if you guys have questions as we're going, just drop the questions, okay? Now we're going to move on to concealer, all right? Concealer. I want you guys to get a blending bud. A blending bud does not have to be fancy. It can be, you can get it at Amazon, you can go to Rite Aid, you can go to Walgreens, wherever it is in your town, grab a blending bud. A blending bud should always be used damp. So I want to show you the difference. This is one that is holding water right now, and this is one that is dry. You don't ever want to use these dry because they can tug on your skin. We don't want any more tugging on our skin. And if it's wet, it's going to blend so much better. They come in a couple of different sizes, little baby guy and this guy. Now, when I say wet, you guys, I don't mean, oh, just spray some setting spray on it. This is a bowl of water. I mean like legit wet. So when you are running the underneath your sink, you just want to be sure that you are squeezing out all of the water until no more comes out of your hand, and you're bringing it to your vanity to do your makeup, okay? Literally is that wet. Don't get my computer wet, okay? So just like that. Now we're going to take our concealer, and when you're choosing a concealer, I want you guys to talk to whoever invited you here and have a conversation about this. A concealer should be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. 2 shades if you really want to brighten it up. If you struggle with any kind of darkness, under eye darkness or gray underneath the skin, choose a concealer that has a pink base to it. This particular one that works for me has organza. It's called organza. Has a little bit of a pink base to it. I am more warm tones. I wear the color Eyelet in foundation. And that's something I don't want you guys to stress about. Ask the person that invited you and say, you know what? I have no idea what color I am. Can you help me? And she will help you. If she doesn't know, she will ask me. So it's not a big thing. I don't want you guys to be apprehensive about it. And it doesn't matter if you pick the wrong color, we will always get you in the right color without hassle, okay? So you're going to take your concealer out, and you can see that a lot of concealer doesn't, Sue, I'm glad you learned that. I'm so glad you learned that. That's what we're here for. This has a reservoir in the top of it that holds a ton of product. Now we're going to scrape most of that off, actually. Okay, we're going to scrape it back in. And we are going to add a little bit of concealer in the corner. Okay, just like that. And we're going to take our blending bud and we are going to tap it just in that spot and move down to the nasolabial fold, which is right here. Okay. And we're just going to continue tapping and pressing, continuing just in this line. Now, if you notice, I have not been over here yet. We're going to tap and press, tap and press. I go a little bit over my eyelid. That's personal preference because I want to prep it for any shadow that I'm going to do. And then you can start to pull it out, okay? Because you've already dispersed the product. My bracelets are making a lot of noise. Now, as that's kind of setting in, before I go to the next step, I'm going to show you what I do on the others, or what we might have been taught on the other side, or what you might have seen on YouTube. Okay, you might have seen this something like this, right? If you guys have ever like, watched a creator and they're like this, chances are she's probably 24. And this is great for her. Okay, this is terrible for us. And they're blending it in and they do this thing. Guys, and I am so not even trying to be like dramatic with this, but this is it. And I, truth be told, because I did not know how to do makeup, and I just learned and learned and learned. And I used to do this. But the more you know, right? Okay, so I want you guys to see what happened. Hi, can you guys see that? That is like, woo! It's a European vacation in there. Now, on the side that is correct, what we are going to do after we've blended in is you're going to take your ring finger and you're going to stretch. And you're going to tap right underneath that eye on your lower lash line. Okay? Can you guys see that all that's blended in? This, way too much product. Then you're going to take a setting spray, not a setting powder. Okay? There are different kinds of products. This is a setting powder. It's a great product. You shake it to activate it. This is great if you're setting your T-zone, your nose, and your chin. I personally would not ever, Diane, that just made me crack up, the kitty booty and the butt in the face. That's the best ever. So this, I would not recommend actually underneath the eyes. I'm not a fan of powder underneath the eyes, okay? Especially as we're getting texture. You're going to take a setting spray and you're going to use your hand and you're going to just spray one little bit in it. You're going to use your ring finger and you're going to get your finger wet into that setting spray. You're going to stretch and you're going to tap right underneath the eye, hang on, until you feel it dry down and it will get sticky, okay? Now, what that just did is that added hydration to underneath our eye, but it also is setting that concealer. So as your face is moving around during the day, you are not going to get those crazy concealer set lines, all right? This side, I'm just, woo, flabbergasted by that. It's terrible. All right, so one other trick you can do is take your concealer, scrape almost all of it off, and you're going to do a tiny little line, I mean tiny, like that, right up on your temple, going upward, an upward angle. Because as we start to age, everything is pulled down, right? Gravity is pulling our boobs down, it's pulling our butt down, it's pulling our jowls down, all the things. So all you want to do is you can take a brush, your finger, or a blending bud. This is where my little baby blending bud comes in handy. And I'm just going to kind of stamp that out and lighten up this area. Now, I'm not trying to conceal anything up here. All I'm doing is kind of adding some brightness up here. And if you notice, this is automatically giving a lifted look. It gives the illusion that you have a lift. Okay, so right there. Now, after you have tried your hand at adding foundation to your skin turns into one-dimensional, meaning you don't have any depth to it. We have no color on it. You've just kind of wiped out all the color. We've had one base. So now you want to add some warmth back into the skin, okay? You can do this one of two ways. You can do this with a powder-based bronzer, which I am an absolute fan of. This has sodium hyaluronate in it also. The reason why I'm a fan for it for our age demographic is it's not going to settle in fine lines or wrinkles because we are not putting bronzer underneath our eyes or around our mouths, okay? We are doing this lightly dusting with like a brush that like looks like this, lightly dusting it onto the face. If you want to use a powder bronzer, what I would do, Pam, it is watery. So that's a good question. So Pam said even after shaking that her foundation, this one I'm assuming, that it still seems really watery. It will be. That's the consistency of it. So put it on the back of your hand or like a little acrylic palette or plate will work really well. Some people like to drop it directly into the bristles. I don't like to do that. I think it wastes product because it goes directly, goes to the bottom. I'm not about wasting stuff. And this stuff lasts forever because you only need, 4 to 5 drops at most. And it's buildable. So less foundation is more. If you can get away with 3 drops, do 3 drops. Okay. So if you're choosing a powder-based foundation, which I'm not going to demo the powder base for you tonight, I'm actually going to demo the cream foundation as a bronzer because more people needed help with that. All you're going to do is use a fluffy brush. You're going to get that in there, and the appropriate way is you're going to kind of do a 3 on the face. Okay, right here, a 3. But what you want to do is you want to be sure that this part of the 3 is pulled up. So if you make a fish face and your natural concave area is right here, if you put it in that section, which I'm going to show you over here, it's going to drag down your face, and we are not going to drag it down because we are doing everything lifted up. Okay. All right. So let's do that with a cream base foundation. And if you guys can do anything cream, it's so much better. Okay. All right. Cream base foundation. This is in the color Suede. When you're doing a contour or adding some dimension into your face, same thing, you want to go up about maybe 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone. So whatever that is personally for you. And we have, I think, 20, 25, someone correct me if I'm wrong, different foundation colors. There is a lot. There's a lot to choose from, and another extension will be coming soon also. Okay, so you're going to need your foundation brush, a white towel. It doesn't have to be white. I use white. Why do I use white? I don't know, but I always just use like the towels from Costco that, I can wash really easy and bleach out. And your foundation brush and your stick. Now, this is going to be the wrong way. This is what you might, not necessarily wrong for in general, but wrong for over 40, is you see people will do this a lot, right? And they will suck in and suck in and suck in. Okay. How many people have seen stuff like this? Okay. Yes, Shelly, I can bleach them. Absolutely. All right. So while I'm blending this out, because this might take a little bit, I want you to tell me, I wrote a bunch of questions down. Tell me something that you wish you knew how to do better with makeup, and that person is going to win this super cute boho makeup bag. Isn't that so cute? I know, isn't that so weird, Christine, to see that? So tell me something that you wish you knew how to do better with makeup, okay? Oh my gosh, I don't even with this side. I'm actually gonna blend it with something different because I don't wanna ruin my brush. Concealer under your eyes always gets me. Yes, any of it. I'm just learning and I'm 45. Summer, seriously, that is very common. That was me, girl. Applying concealer, Eleanor, perfect. I hope this helps you tonight. Choose a foundation color correctly. Yes, Diane. And I will actually tell you how to do that. Eyeliner for women over 50 when we're told not to line the lower lashes anymore. Mine always end up smeary. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Those are all good. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is your favorite, or I'm sorry, what is something you wish you knew better with makeup? Let me know below. Looks like a mud mask. It does. How to prevent breakouts while wearing makeup with reactive skin. Oh, good. That's a good one, Stephanie. Putting on mascara without hitting my eyelid. Yes, Irene. Look down, Irene, when you're doing your mascara. Natural eyeshadow application. Perfect. These are giving me such great ideas. Next month is going to be eyes. Hint, hint. We are doing eyes next month. Okay. All right. So that is very comical. Looks like I stepped out of a tanning salon and the tanner was just getting her certificate or something. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Hi, Tanya. Okay. All right. So this is Sweet Baby Jesus. This is interesting. Tracy, I love your laughing. Laugh, guys. Laugh at that stuff. Now you know why I had to use a different brush. Okay. So boho bag. Let me pick one. Do you guys all get your Christmas with the Grinch? Totally. Okay. All right. Okay, the winner of the boho bag is Miss Diane. Diane, how do you pronounce your last name? Diane Shihada.
Shahade. Mm-hmm.
I got it?
Yes, you did awesome.
Okay, good. Boho bag, girlfriend. Let me write that down for you.
Awesome, thank you.
Congratulations, you're so welcome. Okay, perfect. All right. So here we go. We are going to now do, okay, so I want to show you guys something. Actually, let's do the other side first. Then we'll talk about it. So instead of actually drawing on your face, because drawing on your face, as you can tell, results in way too much product. Okay, so crazy. Okay, Christine, awesome. Thank you for that. And actually, let me write that down. Perfect. Okay. Now you're going to take your foundation brush and you are just going to lightly tap on the top of that foundation, and you are going to push your bronzer contour up into your hairline. Now, if you have a 5 head like me, meaning you can stick all your fingers on your forehead and it like you have a very broad forehead. That's my giggle of saying like I have a 5 head. It's not a forehead, it's a 5 head. You want to be able to bring the light to the center of the face. So going on your entire forehead is absolutely appropriate. Now, if you have a little 2 head or a little 3 head and you have a very short forehead or you have a bigger hairline, you don't want this to go up here, okay? You're gonna start your color down here, more on your temple, and you're not gonna bring it all the way up here because it's just gonna literally be your entire forehead and it'll probably end up looking like that. So don't do that. We need Matt to live stream your errand running, seriously. Oh my gosh. If he wasn't working on the other house, then I absolutely would. All right, so then as you can see, way too much product over here. This is an appropriate amount. Now, when we are doing this part, I put this part in the hollow of where we have maybe been taught. We're not going to do that. We're going to take a little bit more product and we are going to go up a little bit on the cheekbone and create a new space up there, okay? And blend, 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 blend. Now, this side does not pass my pupil. This side has gone all the way to the corner of my mouth. So when you are doing this, you are going to go one finger length up above your fish face, which would be right here. It's going to be right underneath your line to pull your eye up. It's not going to pass your pupil because if you start to pass your pupil and it starts to go down here, what tends to happen is it starts to get into your marionette lines. It will cause heaviness here. So all this heaviness and all this product will sit right here and actually make it look a little bit more dragged down like this, okay? So keep it up here, again, right here, and we can go underneath the jawline, and I'm gonna explain to you when you go underneath and when you go over. So hang on one second. I'm gonna go underneath the jaw, and I'm gonna get rid of tacos that I have eaten every day for the last 72 years, okay? So underneath the jaw, this is going to create a shadow underneath the jaw and give us a little bit more definition. This is very good to do if you tend to carry your weight in your face or you tend to carry your weight in your neck. If you create a little bit of a shadow right underneath that jawline, it's going to make your jaw, make it look like you have a more chiseled jaw. Now let's talk about jowls. Sweet baby Jesus, why this happens, I don't know. Other things need to fall, not our boobs, not our jowls. Jowls are when your skin right here starts to get very laxed and it starts to hang, right? It's normal. It happens to all of us. But if you have started to get jowls right here, if you move your this darker foundation or your bronzer up instead of right here, my earring, get out of the way. Right here is going to be if you want to thin down your neck, roll it up and go right on that jawbone if you want to shadow out your jowls. Okay, so if you want to shadow out your jowls, it doesn't make them go away, but it's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. It is like special effects. So you want to just very lightly darken right there, and you're going to make it look like your jaw stops right there. Okay, so practice that. Give it a try. My advice for that is that you go slow. Slow, slow, slow is always best, okay? Now, the side of the nose situation. When you are contouring the side of the nose, contouring makes things appear smaller or more depth, right? So if you have a wider set nose and you want it to appear a little bit smaller, you're gonna add a little bit of darkness, either foundation or powder to the side of it. But don't make it too much because you can actually counterbalance that and make your nose appear bigger, and it's just gonna look like one big blob of dirt, okay? So if you get an eyeshadow brush, something that's small, get a little bit on that brush, and you're gonna actually start very lightly where your eyebrow, of all places, that sun's hitting me, where your eyebrow starts over here. And you're just gonna slightly shadow as you're going down, take your finger and blend it in. Nothing too crazy. You're gonna go underneath the nose right here. And that's going to give you a little bit of an upturn and right across the bridge of the nose right there, which I'm not going to do because it'll blend in with that other side. So you're creating this kind of halo space right there, okay? Very, very, very subtle, very light. So huge difference, you guys, humongous difference, right? I hope so. I hope you see the humongous difference because that is hysterical. Okay. Now, questions, you guys okay? Questions so far? Nothing is off limits. So if you have a question, shoot it out. Shoot it out. To wash my brushes after this. All right, so now let's talk blush. As a woman that is over 40, powder-based blushes and cream-based blushes are absolutely appropriate, okay? Cream-based blushes, say that 10 times fast, are a little bit better for us because cream-based products are going to move and blend with our fine lines and wrinkles, and that's what we want, right? But I'm going to show you where we apply blush. So when we are kind of coming up in the world, I want you guys to say below where you were taught to put blush, and we are going to do the next giveaway of this bracelet. It's a little rose gold and silver bracelet, adjustable. It can fit on any size wrist. So I want you guys to tell me below, where were you taught to put blush on and who taught you how to put blush on? I would love to hear that. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Where were you taught to put blush and who taught you how to put blush on? And if you were never taught, maybe it's going to be me tonight. Cheekbones for Tanya. Awesome. Cindy, me girl. That's right. That's right. Tracy, cheeks. Perfect. 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 Keep it coming, you guys. April, on the cheeks, a bunch of teenagers doing cheeks. Yes, Diane, totally. Think your mom taught you. I love that. On cheeks and you know what my mom used to do while you guys are doing it? Round apples. Yes, Summer, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. My mom used to sit on the back of her toilet and put her little makeup mirror on the back of the toilet. So she used to straddle the toilet, and that was her makeup space. It was totally funny. On the cheeks, and no one taught you, Irene. Yes. Okay. Blush scares you. Yes. Okay. It scares a lot of people, you guys, because it can get out of control really quickly. Hollows of the cheeks, Joanne. Okay, these are all great, you guys. All right, so let me go ahead and pick a winner. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Okay, the winner is Miss Joanne. Yay! Okay, good. Okay, perfect. I will get that over to you. Yay! This sweet bracelet. So fun. So fun. Okay, these are all really great. Really great feedback, you guys, because I think just as women, we just kind of follow the masses, right? Sometimes we follow the masses. So I'm going to do a powder-based blush on this side. And when we are, like Summer said, on the round apples of our cheeks, when we're younger, we're taught to smile and stick it right there, right? That's kind of where we're taught to do it. Now for this one, I am going to over-exaggerate it because I want you guys to see what happens. I normally would not do this, okay? But you're going to smile, put it on the apples of your cheeks. Looks pretty, and then you relax your face. Look at where your blush ends up. Isn't that so wild? It ends up down here. Why? I put it up here. Well, it goes up there. It goes up there when I'm smiling, but when I stop, it's down here. So how many times have you seen somebody walking around and you're like, why is your blush like next to your mouth? You guys are going to watch women now. You're going to be like, wait, girl, I have a tip for you. Hang on a second. So we're going to actually apply this in a different place. So when we're 25, that's okay, because when you relax your face isn't being pulled down by gravity. As we start to get more mature skin, our face gets pulled down by gravity, and that is not okay anymore. So we're going to raise it and lift it. Okay. We're going to raise it and lift it from here to here. And I'm going to use a cream-based blush on this side so you guys can see where we would put it. But if I'm using a powder blush on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to put it in a C shape up to here. Now that might seem really weird to you. Like, why would you? I know, see, Diane, I saw your face. You might be going, what is this woman talking about? Why would I put blush all the way up here? Like, why would I do that? Well, when you start to do that, it's going to cause a lift. It's going to cause the lift on the cheeks. So let me show you. All right, so color sticks are a really great way to get a blush color onto your face. Let me show you the colors. And I'm going to show you actually with a darker color so you know how to use it, because when you get it and you freak out and you're like, oh my gosh, this is way too much blush for me, it won't happen to you, okay? Color sticks are cream-based sticks that can be used as, give me all the lifts, Cindy, me too. Cream-based sticks that can be used on eyes, they can be used on lips, they can be used on cheeks, okay? They're amazing. My two favorite colors are peony pink, peony, like the flower, and cinnamon latte, okay? I know, Cindy always thinks I say panty pink when I say peony pink. Peony pink, I don't know, I don't know what happens. Let me let my dog out. I don't know why that happens, but peony. And every time I say it to a client, Cindy, I think of you. And I always say, I'm not saying panty, I'm saying peony. Okay, so this one is, let me swatch them for you guys actually. I need my glasses. This one is peony pink, and it looks like that. Okay, that's actually my favorite one. And this one is barely blushing. Barely blushing. That's a really good one for like a highlight. Okay, especially if you have darker toned skin, that is beautiful as a highlight. Beautiful, beautiful. This one is Fresh Orchid. That's a deep one. And this one is Cinnamon Latte. This is the one I'm gonna actually put on today. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, if you have these already, or is peony pink a true cool pink or more of a peachy pink? It is more of a cool pink. Yeah, it's more of a cool pink. That's a good question. It feels like I'm saying pee on me pink. Yes, it's called pee on me pink. That's terrible. Okay, so these color sticks, a tiny bit is going to go a very long way, ladies. So unless you are using, if you're using these two colors, by all means, make a stripe. Okay, make a stripe on your face, blend it in. Like this. I'm just going to show you. I wouldn't do double blush, but do this. This is peony pink. Put it right there. Okay, and you can blend it in with your finger. Okay. Only if you have those two colors. If you have Fresh Orchid or Cinnamon Latte, do not do that because you literally will have so much blush on your face, you won't even know what to do with yourself, okay? So I am gonna use, let me see if I have another brush. I'm gonna use this brush. This is not a blush brush, but it's clean, so that's what we're gonna do. You can either go like this onto the brush, and you're gonna get some onto your, go onto the fountain or the color stick, blah, blah, blah. Get it onto your brush and you are going to tap it in that C. Okay, you see that C shaped? Then we're going to take our brush and we are going to blend it into the skin with our brush, or you can use a finger, whatever you want. Okay, now I am not a super fan of a sponge. So it comes with a sponge on the other side. The sponge, in my opinion, is a little. If I'm going to use a sponge, I would use my sponge that's already damp, because I'm adding hydration into the face anyway, and we are going to blend that out. Now, I want you guys to see something. Even though, and Diane, this is probably good for you to see, even though this is in a C, it doesn't look like I have a C on my face, but it's giving me youth back into my skin, and it's pulling this up. Instead of the color just being on my cheekbone, it's going up into the temple, okay? Now, if you take the leftover on your brush and you tap across your nose on both sides, which I'm not going to do on this side, but that's just going to give you a little bit of a youthful glow. Anybody who has a youthful glow and is 25 and living their best life usually has glowy hydrated skin that has color dimension to it. Okay, so by adding a color back into the face, we're getting a little bit more youth from going here to here. So does that make more sense, Diane, when you see that? Like, because when you hear it and you think, this woman is telling me to put a C on my face, that is the strangest thing. I'm putting blush in my temple. What the heck? You're going to tell Christine, this woman, I don't know, girl, this woman was nuts, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to put that into the temple and into the cheek. All right, so now let's talk real quick about highlight, and then we're going to talk about how to choose your foundation color. Okay, it's so easy, so easy. All right, so highlight. Highlight was sometimes is reserved, people think it's reserved for young girls going to the club that want to look fancy in their sparkly dresses. Not necessarily true. We can still wear highlight as a more mature woman or maturing skin woman, but we just have to be very careful where we put it. Now I'm going to get nursing and scientific on you because science is my love language. When you have anything with a glitter eyeshadow, glitter highlight, anything with a shimmer in it, the particle on the product, if I was to scrape this off and put it under a microscope and scrape off a powder and put that under a microscope, the shimmer is going to be a bigger particle. The bronzer or the powder is going to be smaller. So when you get anything with a shimmer, it sets in fine lines and wrinkles because the particle is so big. So has anyone ever told you, oh my gosh, the powder is triple milled? We used to have a setting powder that was beautiful and it was triple milled. And that's great for us because that means if you're bakers, if anybody bakes, I don't bake, I burn everything, but my daughter bakes. And so if you sift flour over and over again, it's sifting it, it's breaking that all down. So that would be beautiful on the skin, right? But anything with a shimmer is going to be bigger. It's going to settle in our fine lines or wrinkles. So you can still use this. You just have to be very careful of where you're putting it. I'm going to use the color Frosty. Okay. Frosty is a white-based highlighter. Highlight is not necessarily a color match situation. It just depends on what color you want as the end result. You can choose something that has a little bit more of a copper base to it, a pink base to it, kind of a golden base to it, or this white base. Okay. Then you're going to use either your finger or you can use a fan brush like this. Now you're going to dab a little bit into it and you are going to just put a little bit on the tip of your nose, tiny bit. Do you see what happens? It just highlights that. Now, for women that are younger, a lot of them will do their Cupid's bow. And your Cupid's bow is the place where your two peaks of your lips kind of pop up. And what that does is that accentuates your lip. Well, hello. Do I want to accentuate that? I do not want to accentuate that. I'm not about that. But if I did that, this is what it would look like. Hi, it's like putting a spotlight of wrinkles on, it looks like I have a sweaty upper lip. I'm not doing that. Is that menopause or is that highlight? Okay. No, don't do that. If we're over 40, just stay away from that, you guys. Okay. Then what happens is people will put highlight right here, but they will put it way too high. So if you're 20 and you do it high, that is okay. But well, look what's happening again. More, I'm gonna wash my face. This is terrible. It's more product on the face going into those fine lines or wrinkles. Terrible. Okay. So now you're going to take your highlight. You are going to go right here out of the danger zone. Remember, danger zone is right here. Like literally put your brush handle right there. Don't put anything right there. Right underneath is where your highlight's going to go, kind of right on top of your blush. And you're just going to tap it. Okay. So that gives you a little bit of a shimmer when you're turning your face and light catches it. Okay. That's it, you guys. After you have done your makeup and you have finished like your brows, fill in your brows. Next month, we will do, we'll talk about eyes, brows and eyes, but right at the arch of your brow where your brow naturally comes up, if you were to brush all your hairs up, and I will show you guys how to do your brows next month, right here where that peak is, you can put a little touch of highlight right there and it's going to make the peak of your eyebrow just appear like it's lifted. Okay, gives you a little bit of an eye lift. And that is scary. My God, that's so scary. Okay, so what else do we have? We have two more things to give away. All right, so I need you guys to tell me one thing that you love about yourself, and that person is going to win. I found this cork bag and I want to keep it so bad. This spring cork bag, this is by a company called Like Dreams. It's made of cork. It has this really cute chain handle, super cute for spring and summer. So I want you guys to tell me one thing that you absolutely love about yourself. Cindy, I do not highlight my jaw. I do not bring any attention to that area. And because also it tends to drag it down. I keep everything lifted. You are real, Cindy. I love that. So name one thing that you guys love about yourself. The chat should be blowing up. Good. Tracy, I'm positive. Holly, I love to help others. Tanya, your eyes. Yes. You like your sense of humor, Joanne. Yes. The ability to make our clients feel special. Irene, I love that. I love that. I love that. Come on, guys. You love your smile, April. That's so awesome. I love it. Your skin, Shelly. I'm generally very positive. Pam, you are. I would say you're always very positive. I would say you always are very positive. Concierge service, Holly. Yes. Cindy, your hair. Yes. Yes, 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 you guys. I love it. Okay, make sure you guys drop it in there before I pick a winner. Your eyes, Holly. Perfect. I love it. Guys, self-love is so important. It's so important because if we don't love ourselves first, it's hard to let other people love us, right? Right. Okay. All right. Have you guys all put it in before I draw a winner? Before I draw a winner. Your heart. Summer, I would agree. I would agree, my friend. Okay. All right. You guys ready? All right. The winner is Miss Tracy Rises. Yay, Miss Tracy. Tracy, where are you on my screen? Oh, there you are. Okay, perfect. Tracy, cork bag, Miss Tracy. IESER. Okay, and all of you guys that are in Canada, I said it like a Canadian. Are you guys proud of me? In Canada? Be sure when you guys are getting me your addresses, you drop me your phone number too, because I need your phone number for customs. It's so crazy. Looking at you on the screen is so funny. It's bad, right, Pam? Oh my gosh. Guys, I mean, that's just insane. It's insane. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to explain to you guys how to color match, and then we're going to get to business. When you are color matching your, makes you want to take your temperature. Seriously, Joanne. I look like I'm just not feeling good. I'm a little flushed. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn off my light right now because I'm going to show you guys how to get a good color match, okay? And I'm going to open my window because you don't need fancy lighting and you don't need anything like that at all, okay? So when you are doing your color matching, you might have been asked questions before, like, what color jewelry do you like to wear? Do you have purple or green veins? Do you look better in purple or brown? Do you like, stop with the questions. Like, when people starts to say that, I just want to say, shut up, like, stop, just stop, okay? It doesn't have to be that difficult. Now, do those questions ultimately get you to the end result of getting a good color match? Yes, they do. But I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed with having to answer those questions or ask those questions of clients, or if you're a customer, have to go through all of that, okay? So all you need to do is send the person that invited you here a picture like this in front of a window, okay? It doesn't have to be fancy. Don't send a picture like this. Okay, the lighting, you can see the lighting's just going on the side of my face. Definitely don't send a picture like this because it's dark, okay? All you need to do is when in the morning before you put your makeup on, take a picture like this, make sure she can see your neck, your chest, maybe turn your head to the side, and that's it. And what she's gonna do is she is going to come into our group and easily just get you color matched by putting your face next to all of the swatches. It is seriously so simple. It's so simple. So the last giveaway is for a $25 product credit of your choice. And what I want to know is I want you to let me know who invited you here tonight, and what was your favorite tip that you learned, or something new that you learned, or a moment that you were like, that was pretty funny, or that was really lame. And let me know below. And as everyone's typing their stuff, if you guys have any questions, be sure that you go back to the person that invited you here and ask her any questions. She is an open book. You enjoyed it all, Holly. Yay. I'm so glad you guys came. We have so much fun doing this. It's just so helpful. I know, Tanya, isn't that crazy that powder is that bad? Like, it's bad. It's bad for our age category, you know? I thought I invited you in the sea blush. Yes, Christine, I love it. I love it. I love it. Tapping the setting spray under my eyes. Yes, Pam, good. Learning how to contour. Yes, perfect. And it doesn't, you guys, it doesn't have to be this, we don't have to be makeup artists to do this. And as we are kind of stepping into this next phase of our life, we want to be sure that we're moving into it as confident and as amazing we can. Because being a content creator now and leading the group of women that invited you here tonight, the world is craving normal, regular, everyday people more than ever. And there's no reason why we need to be watching 20-year-olds on social media do their makeup. That's beautiful for them, but that's not realistic for us. And we came first. We came first, right? We need to be the ones that are leading the way. We need to be the ones that are showing them how to do it, right? You do not look like you have any wrinkles. I love learning how to tap on the cream blush. Good, all helpful. Good. I'm so glad you guys came. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's pick the last winner. I'm 54 and cleanse on camera. Yeah, as we should. You know, this is real. Like, I think we need club t-shirts that say like normalized texture, like all of that stuff is normal. We earned it, okay? All right, so the next one is going to be, all right, next winner is Miss Pam Jackson. Yay, Pam. Okay, $25 product credit, girlfriend. I will get that over to you. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, perfect. So first of all, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for spending an hour of your evening with us tonight. I know that the women here that are on the team, we get a kick out of this. It's so much fun. And our main mission is to empower you and uplift and validate you as we are just moving into different stages of our life. And be sure that you guys are using the products that you get from them in the most compatible way that you can, because we spend our hard-earned money on this stuff. And if you guys have questions, be sure to go back to her. I will see you next month. We will get all the information out to you. We will be concentrating on eyes next month and get you guys confident in that. We'll do a neutral eye look and a little bit more of a glam eye look and walk you through the process. So have a fantastic night, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.